My story goes back in time a little bit. And it's good to see some of you here that will remember this. Do you remember 1970? Okay, in 1970, we were all really groovy. We had just had Woodstock the summer before. And in 1970, my story is, I was 16, and myself and another 16-year-old were lost in the city. We were lost in communist, Soviet, Leningrad, Russia at 1 in the morning, and boy, were we in trouble. Well, how the hell did that happen? Going back, that was the summer of 1970, going back a few months in January. January 1970, there were probably 4 or 5 of us 16-year-olds in the study hall of the Quincy High School, Quincy, Michigan, a small town south of here, down by Indiana in Ohio. So we're in the study hall, and it's evening, and one by one, we're being called into the library to give our presentation, to give our spiel. Because in Quincy, Michigan, one kid every summer got a scholarship to be a foreign exchange student. So we're giving our spiel, and the scholarship covers everything. You only have to come up with your own spending money. I got it. I got this scholarship. So organization is called Youth for Understanding. I'm filling out the paperwork. Country you want to go to? France. Bonjour, you know? My name is Jim DeLine. It's got to be French somewhere along there. So I get that off, and I'll send the paperwork back. It comes, congratulations, Mr. DeLine. You've been accepted into the Youth for Understanding summer program. This summer, you will be a foreign exchange student in Finland. Maybe they couldn't read my writing. Maybe I checked the wrong box. Yeah, get on the phone. Excuse me, I asked to go to France. Well, we know that, Mr. DeLine, but France, most of our program for France is called the 13th year. You spend a year there, and you have to speak French, and the summer program is full, and you don't speak French, you're going to Finland. I don't know anything about Finland. How do you find out about Finland? And don't any of the young people say, well, you Google it, because in 1970, you did not Google it. You go to the encyclopedia, and you look up Finland. And there's this little girl in native Finland costume. And then there's pictures of reindeer. Oh my God. Oh my God, I'm going to Finland. But then I did a little more research and found out about Helsinki, how modern it was, even in 1970. They just had the Olympics there. Anybody who'd ever been in high school band played Hymn of All Nations. Finlandia by Sibelius, one of the coolest songs you're ever going to hear. So, okay, I'm going to Finland. And I'm filling out the final paperwork, and yeah, I've got my own spending money. Would you like to take a 4-day weekend into Leningrad, Russia from Finland? Well, yeah. I mowed lawns, I delivered papers, I was working at JCPenney. I had some money. I could go. I'll go to Leningrad. That'll be great. I get to Finland, and I'm placed with a lovely family, just a lovely family, out in the country, and I'm working the farm a lot. No one in the family speaks English except for the 16-year-old, and so it's okay. But I'm really looking forward to those 4 days in Leningrad. In our orientation, I met other kids that were going to Finland, and they'd signed up for this Leningrad trip too, and it was going to be fun. Who's going to turn 30 16-year-olds loose in Leningrad, Russia? So we get to Helsinki for the orientation. Kids, you're going into Soviet Russia. Does anybody have a book with them? Well, yeah, don't bring it. This is communist Russia. If you bring a book into the customs station, they're going to have to look up the title of that book on their list of forbidden books. You will slow down the customs station by hours. don't bring a book. Are you kidding? All right, this is going to be fun, right? It's going to be fun. We get on the bus, and we're going into Russia, and now we've got the Russian tourist guide. And she says, okay, do you have a camera? We're going, oh, yeah. Okay, well, everyone, here's a list of things in Russia you're not allowed to take pictures of. This is real life. You know, you get into Russia in 1970, you weren't allowed to take pictures of trains, of train tracks, of train stations, of boats, of anyone in uniform, or even the customs station. Okay, it's going to be fun, right? Our bus pulled into the hotel at 10 o'clock at night. And chaperone says, well, you know, kids, in the morning, you can change some of your Finnish money into Russian money. And so, naively, he's thinking to himself, so where are they going to go? Well, so kids, just be back in your rooms by 1 a.m. Okay. He doesn't know 16-year-olds very well. The whole idea of the Russian money at the time was you could not take in Russian money out of Russia, so obviously none of us kids had Russian money with us. My friend Sam comes up to me and goes, Jim, my brother was in Russia a couple years ago and he smuggled out a bunch of coins. I smuggled them back in. Jim, we've got coins. All right, let's get out of this hotel. We're out of the hotel and we've got our Russian coins. What's that? Do you hear that? It's like a train. That's a subway station across the street. Coins, subways. Let's do it. Okay, here's the plan. We're going to go down in the subway station and we'll take the subway one stop that way. Okay, that would be cool. And then we'll get back and take it one stop this way and we'll be back to the hotel. Sounds like a plan. And we went down, one stop, went up in the city. Yeah, we're still in the city, big buildings, big hotels, blah, 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 blah. Back into the subway, one stop this way, come up, there's the hotel. All right, we're pretty clever. Let's do 7 steps. Let's do 7 steps. All right. Down in the subway, 7 stops, and we come up and we're not in the city anymore. We're in a beautiful area on the river. It's a starry night, clear sky, full moon. It's you know, there's maybe a monument or something, a statue of Lenin, of course. And we're going, wow, this is really cool. You know, we're gonna have to break away from the gang some other time because we've been flirting with these 2 girls, and I've been flirting with Robin from Lake Odessa, and I don't remember who Sam had been flirting with, but we'll bring the girls back here. This will be really romantic. Okay, Sam, it's a little after midnight. We better get back. Okay. Down in the subway, 7 stops this way. We come up. There's no hotel. We don't know where we are. We're in the city, tall buildings. There are people milling around. You know, in 1970, if you were there, Sam and I were probably wearing bell-bottoms. They were probably like white. Shirts were, you'll remember, paisley, madras, something like that. And all the Russian people, olive drab clothes, khaki clothes, navy clothes. We kind of stood out. And we were starting to feel a little uncomfortable. We didn't speak the language, could not understand the alphabet for the life of us. Probably didn't even remember what street we were supposed to be on or the name of the hotel. But we knew we were lost. So we knew we were in big trouble. We were in big trouble. Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. What are we gonna do? It's 1 o'clock in the morning. We're in Soviet Russia. These people are looking at us and, all right, we need a plan. Okay, here's the plan. We will wander around aimlessly And if we're still wandering around and the sun comes up, there's gotta be somebody that'll get us to an American embassy or an American consulate or something. Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, we're in so much trouble. You know, I don't think we felt afraid. We just felt that we were in trouble. Okay, which way are we gonna go? Let's walk down here. We get to the corner. What are we gonna do now? Well, let's go this way. Okay, we get to the next corner. What are we gonna do now? Sam, isn't that the hotel? That was the hotel! Oh my God, that was the hotel! Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. All right, well, we had done this. Okay, the hotel, went into the subway station, went down, did our subway ride, came up after one ride, there was the hotel. Went down, 7 rides, came up, left the subway station. We had just come out the south entrance when we should have come out the north entrance. So, all right, so that was 1970 was a while ago. So what do you think? Do you think I've learned my lesson? Do you think I stayed with the itinerary, never wander off on my own? Well, what fun would that be? I'm now 63. I've got a vacation scheduled end of November. I'm going to be in Paris for 3 days. I'm going to be in Barcelona for 3 days with no itinerary, and there is a very good chance that in Paris I'll be lost at 1 in the morning and not know where I am. There's a good chance that I'm going to be in Barcelona on a street at 1 in the morning and not know where I am, and that's fine. That's okay. You know, so I'm glad to see everybody here today. If I can leave you with one thing, I would encourage you that you should be having adventures. You should be leaving your comfort zone. You should be crossing borders.